The NanoXX is a high-performance cable receiver for SD and high-definition TV, in short HDTV, with optional hard disk. The first prominent feature is the dot matrix display. Channel names and menu functions are displayed, important for radio lovers that can leave the TV turned off from now on. 6 keys allow complete access to the NanoXX A card reader for codecs and XScript, as well as 2 CI slots, make pay TV possible. On the rear, the receiver shows even more features. Next to the RF input for the cable signal with loop function, there's a USB 2.0 port and an RS-232 serial interface, making software updates easy. Of course, it will be faster and more convenient to use the USB port. In everyday use, this port is used for connection of an external hard drive or an MP3 player. More about that a bit later on. Analog audio and video available via RCA, SVHS and 2 SCART sockets. The component output is meant for projectors. The HD-ready or full HD flat screen will be connected using an HDMI cable which comes with the package. 1 coaxial and 1 optical audio output deliver excellent sound. Connection to the Internet can be established via the Ethernet port of the NanoXX HD-C. And here is the mains switch. The remote control's pressure point is great, and all important keys can be reached with your thumb. All keys are labeled clearly, some are also color-coded. Everything, including hard drive operations, can be accessed without any problems. Some private cable networks have different channel allocations. Therefore, a channel search should be done. You can choose between an automatic or manual scan. This is where the NanoXX HD-C demonstrates that it is equipped with a very sensitive tuner that even supports a blind scan function available in 1 through 16 MHz steps. A feature never seen before in a cable receiver. This is important when the cable operator uses offset frequencies. The NanoXX HD-C shows its international face and offers 21 language choices as menu language. Video text and subtitle languages can be configured individually. When it comes to video settings, the receiver has everything that's needed. PAL and NTSC, 576i 720p as well as 1080i are supported. RGB as video and component output for the projector in 4:3 or 16:9 ratio. Letterbox, pan and scan, full screen or mixed. The perfect picture for any situation. Dolby Digital or true PCM sound are available through the SPDIF audio output for your digital 5.1 surround sound home entertainment system. The NanoXX HD-C can handle up to 40 timer events. Of course, you can program the timer directly using the EPG data. No more manual typing of start and end times. If needed, you could certainly do that as well. The EPG now shows an R visible for timer recording. If you choose on for standby, then the receiver will shut itself off automatically after the recording has been finished. All recordings are cataloged in a list. It is easy to edit and change the name to your personal liking. With a possible 10,000 channels, you may want to move, rename or delete one or the other channel. All this is no problem with the NanoXX HD-C, since there is no need to go to a special edit menu. Simply press OK and the Option key and you can edit directly from there. All menus are clearly laid out, you won't have to consult the user manual at all. Parents who may wish to block certain channels can do so without any problem. In order to find a channel, the NanoX sorts all channels alphabetically according to provider, frequency or video mode. The EPG is large and displays detailed program information in 256 colors and high resolution up to 7 days in advance. A live picture is always present so that you won't ever miss a second of your favorite program. But why only watch one channel when the NanoXX HD-C has a mosaic function and brings you 6 channels simultaneously? An automatic zapping mode makes it possible. In case there's nothing good on TV, check out what the NanoX has to offer under games, and boredom will fly away. Since the NanoXX HD-C supports an external hard drive via its USB 2.0 port, you can configure some settings in the PVR menu like maximum recording time or time shifting. Time shift is a nice feature to have when a telephone rings, for example. Simply press the pause button and When the call is over, it is enough to press it again and continue with the movie at exactly the point where it was paused. Very important, the hard drive can be started manually. That will prolong its life since it is not running all the time. The menu network is yet another highlight of this receiver. First, you establish a connection to the internet via the Ethernet port. Make sure that the router supports DHCP, otherwise it would need to be configured manually. As soon as the NanoXX has contacted its FTP server, it offers PDF files, pictures, software and channel settings for several countries. A software update has never been easier. It is sufficient to click on software and the receiver will do the rest. That's brilliant. The latest PVR functions allow skipping of commercials. Use the plus or minus keys to fast forward or rewind. It is even easier to set bookmarks. By the way, the entire EPG text is included in the recording. It's nice to have a quick synopsis of a film. All available soundtracks, be it Dolby Digital or languages, are entirely recorded and can be used at any time. The NanoXX 9500HD-C offers something special. 2 programs can be recorded simultaneously, or one is recorded and another one is played back. The time shift function is still working. HDTV, USB 2.0 PVR, Ethernet RJ45, 2 CI slots, 1 card reader for Conex and XScript, 10,000 channel memory, 2 SCART sockets, 256 color OSD, alphanumeric dot matrix display, USEL's SPDIF optical, 7-day EPG. The NanoXX offers outstanding features and delivers crystal clear pictures with brilliant sound. The hard drive function allows lossless recording of HD and SD content. All channels in SD are upscaled via HDMI and look sharper than ever before. Just connect an MP3 player to the USB port and use the NanoXX 9500HD-C as multimedia terminal. Software updates have never been easier through NanoXX's own FTP server. The NanoXX 9500HD-C is an excellent set-top box for digital cable reception. It has been tested and is recommended by Dr. Dish.